So, first off, we got to name the podcast.
What's something that describes us?
Well, we could be devilishly handsome and mildly annoying.
That's what you're gonna. That's what you're gonna name it.
I don't know. We can name it whatever we want to name it. Just gotta come up with something. Maybe it could be like Lovers Quarrel by Devilishly Handsome and Mildly Annoying.
Okay. That actually kind of sounds good.
Want to name it Lovers Quarrel?
Yeah.
Quarrel?
Yeah.
Okay. That'll be at least this episode.
Yep.
So, then let's start with talking about our relationship. So,
Okay. What about it?
I don't know.
Talk about how it started?
Sure. I mean, this is the podcast. We're going.
Yeah. So.
Cold opening. I got my feet propped up on my subwoofer that I bought today.
So how did it start for you?
Our relationship?
Mm-hmm.
I hit you up on Snapchat.
About what?
I don't know. You posted something on your Snapchat story about a boy.
Yeah, all these corny little.
I wish he'd notice me. And,
Yeah. Corny little stuff. I was a freshman in high school.
She played Pick Me. And, you know, I was bored mostly, so I hit her up. And we texted. I tried to get her to tell me who it was for months, because we started talking in February. I texted you in like February, maybe March. We'll say maybe March, because February I was in a play, and
it was about.
it was probably March.
No, because I was gonna go to your play, and I was like, no.
So it would have been February.
I'm not going by myself. Yeah.
Okay. So started talking in February. Just as friends, I tried to convince you to tell me who you liked. And probably by March, I had already figured out who it was. You realize that, right?
Yeah. And
okay.
Because you guessed it, and I was like, no, that's not it. And
As yeah.
2 minutes later, I was like, just kidding. You figured it out. My anxiety's too high. Quit guessing.
Yeah, because I kept guessing after that, and you were like, no, one of those people is right, but you wouldn't tell me that it was me. So she narrowed it down in our school of like 400 students.
Yeah.
She narrowed it down to somebody who's in band and choir, and while both of those groups are very, very like, they're small, but like you'd think that they overlap more than they did. So there was, when she told me that they were in band and choir, it narrowed it down to like me or 2 other guys.
Yeah.
That was the best looking of all of them. But yeah, no, I figured it out like early March, and then I kept stringing you along for a while. I was like, it's gotta be me. But I don't want to say, oh, like, I know you like me. Because that's a little too forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I played with her for a bit. Played her mind games. I text her in choir and be like, do you see him right now? Like,
Wait.
What?
Yeah, I guess it's freshman year.
Yeah, it was freshman year. And you officially told me that you liked me.
On Mother's Day.
It was in May, right?
Yeah.
Is Mother's Day in May?
It was Mother's Day. Whatever day Mother's Day was that year in 2018.
18?
Yeah.
Man, the world world really went downhill after we started dating, huh?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I figured it out in May. And we started talking for a summer and then made it official on my mom's birthday in September.
Yeah.
Of 2018. So, and it's been interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with what goes on in the world today.
Mhm. Yeah. You half live with me now.
Mhm.
The other half the time you spend on campus at college.
That was quite the adjustment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we see each other every single day. And so from going from seeing each other
Mhm.
every single day to Friday, Saturday, Sunday
Sometimes Monday morning.
was quite hard, especially trying to fit my schedule in with his work schedule.
Yeah, our schedules didn't really line up because you went to college for most of the day studying and then worked at night, and I work all day, so.
And then I had to do my homework at some point.
Yeah.
Just made it hard, but we figured it out for the most part.
For the most part. We're kind of experimenting new ways, and we're constantly trying out ways to keep the relationship fresh and keep that love still on that honeymoon phase as much as possible, but it fades.
Yeah.
It fades. If there's any relationshipy people out there in the audience listening, and you guys have questions, put them in the comments down below. We will answer questions in future podcasts. More than happy to talk things out. We have been dating for over 3 years now, coming on 3.5.
Yeah.
Because 2022, it will officially be 4 years.
We're almost on our 4 years of talking, which is kind of, we celebrate that because
It's such a far way
We
from
were-
when we started dating.
basically a relationship by then without it being named.
Yeah, I mean, we were exclusive. It was just, I didn't call you my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And you didn't call me your boyfriend. But yeah, I mean, got engaged a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think she's still on a like sugar high about that. She gets her ring on Wednesday, so hopefully by the next time we do a podcast,
I'll have a ring on my finger.
you'll have a ring on your finger to show off. So,
Yeah.
future of this podcast, I feel like we should talk because we're talking about our backstories, and now let's talk about future. I think we should do one weekly. These will probably be uploaded on Mondays. If it's late and it's on a Tuesday, that's usually just going to be because editing and uploading take forever. So don't get too mad if it's not there on Monday and if it shows up on Tuesday.
You know what might be easier though?
What?
I'm not good at editing things, but my school's Wi-Fi is faster.
Yes, but sending a file this large with you would be way too hard.
That's fair.
I'd either have to get you a $50 flash drive, and it would take 15 minutes to upload it and then 15 minutes to download it,
Maybe
and
in the
you have to
future.
upload it. Yeah, so in the future we can take a look at something, but
Yeah.
as of right now that's not really a
It's
possibility.
It's fine though.
So yeah, we're recording this on Sundays for the foreseeable future, and then uploading on Mondays, or if it's backed up, could be a Tuesday. And we'll talk about our relationship, as well as world events. I mean, just anything in general. Putting our 2 cents in on the world
Yeah.
that nobody asked for. So
Yeah. But we will have to start recording on Sunday afternoons rather than nights.
yeah, I mean,
Because I'm leaving around 4 or 5.
on Sunday night.
Yeah, because I don't want to drive on the interstate at night.
I didn't even know this yet.
Because I have to be home.
So maybe
On
record
Sundays.
Saturday or something. I want to do it at nighttime because the sun changes the look.
But I work on Fridays and Saturdays. So maybe I can just stay long enough to do the podcast and then leave.
Maybe. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
So, what would you like to talk about first? In our infinite wisdom of relationships, I mean, I feel like at this point we've lived and learned quite a bit.
Yeah. We can talk about how it changed, how we've changed to accustom each other. Like,
That is a big thing. You have to be ready to change who you are in order to fit in a relationship well, because the chances that you're going to find somebody in which the puzzle pieces just I probably shouldn't do that symbol on YouTube.
yeah.
The puzzle pieces don't always just match up.
Just line up like they.
And I know in TV and stuff they talk about it happening all the time, like we're made perfect. It doesn't work. It really doesn't. You can't be the same person that you are single in a relationship because there's no correlation.
It may work for a few weeks, but that runs off.
It fades away.
It gets tiring and yeah.
It definitely fades away. So be ready for, at some point, it's gonna be a rude awakening if you're not willing to change. We've actually even lost friends over the fact that me and her, we change as people for each other. Lexi has learned to have to speak to other people.
Yeah, before I was like locked in this shell, like this would never have been happening. I would never do a podcast.
No, she really wouldn't
Never.
have. When we first started dating, it was a very slow-moving relationship. I mean, we didn't kiss for, 2-3 months?
We didn't go on our first date until November, but that was more because of me, and none of us, we both didn't have our
Yeah, I got my
driver's
license
yet.
in November, but, I mean, we could have gone on one before, you just weren't ready for it.
Didn't, yeah.
Patience is virtue, guys. Patience is virtue.
I barely held up a conversation until November.
And I'm a very sociable person, so
So, yeah.
it was definitely a change for both of us. She had to come out of her shell a bit. I had to recede into my own shell a little bit.
I'm
So,
still coming out of that shell, especially around other people.
yeah, it's still a learning process. I mean, even 3, almost 4 years in, there's still changes to be made. There's still those things that on day one you started working on that aren't going to be perfected yet.
Yeah. I think I'm getting better at talking to your family.
Yes.
As far as this weekend, and I don't know if that had anything to do with us getting engaged, and I know I'm locked in this family now, but...
She's stuck with my family
I
members.
like your family, but...
They're a lot. If any of them are watching, I'm sorry, but you guys are a lot sometimes. Even for me.
A baby will always get me out of my shell, because they're just too cute not to talk to.
My nephew was in town, so she was not shy when it came to my baby nephew. Go ahead and get our vitamins. We can talk about kind of how we're making healthier steps together. So, I have not always been a happy person on the inside. It's been a process through high school. I know a lot of people go through sadness in high school and stuff. I went through a rough patch in my life. Sure, yeah. So, in my senior year, it got really bad. And especially because my junior and senior year were COVID. I missed the second half of my junior year and all of my senior year due to COVID. And even now, COVID is still going on. It looks like schools are about to start closing down again, and it's going to be a mess. Harvard's already shut down and gone all online. But I was not the healthiest person. I mean, growing up, I had a very fast metabolism, and it didn't matter. I always kept very slim. I didn't eat a lot, so it made up for it whenever I drank 6-7 sodas a night. And that was on a slower night. I mean, I could sit down, play games, and drink a 12-pack. I mean, that's Lexi. I mean, I would have a desk full of just cans stacked up because I could just drink through them a lot. I'm not going to say it's 100% the cause, but I have an enlarged kidney. And the enlarged kidney does play a big part in it. My left kidney is still about twice the size as my right, and that's because of birth defect, where it got backed up, and in first grade they had to cut it open, get some kidney stones out that had developed and everything. And whenever I was in first grade, my left kidney was about 3 times the size of an adult's, and it started shrinking back down. But I filled it up. I mean, that's what your body does. So I did away with sodas, and to help with that, I somewhat recently bought this magnificent water bottle, which is like twice the size of Lexi's head.
I have one too. It's just not.
Yeah, she got one because of me getting one. It is 1 gallon, and it times you so that throughout the day you're staying on track, which really helps, honestly, being able to see that I'm on track or I'm behind or I'm ahead. And that's really helped. I cut out sodas. I don't drink sodas anymore. I'm not a soda person. The carbonation is a lot now. We drank the sparkling juice for New Year's, and that was something weird, honestly.
We do have sodas on an occasion, like celebrating.
And yeah, I mean, I have a celebratory soda that I drink. It's called Durs. It's from my hometown, Boonville, Indiana. I drink it from time to time during a celebration if something big's happening, and that's just more of a nostalgic point. I usually can't even finish a bottle now, but
We usually share most of everything anymore.
yeah, we really do. We share a lot of stuff.
Desserts at restaurants. Sodas.
Saves money. I mean, I'm not gonna finish a whole cheesecake slice at this point.
The peppermint cheesecake you might have.
Honestly, yeah, I could probably finish that peppermint cheesecake that we had.
That was pretty good.
We had a really nice meal for our engagement, and at the very end, it came with a and this was like a high class restaurant. It came with she bought a slice of peppermint cheesecake with Oreo crust. All of it was home baked. You could tell, you can tell whenever they bake something in house. It was home baked. It was so light, and then on the top they had homemade whipped cream, and it was so good.
And a pretzel. Don't forget the pretzel.
Are you sure with the pretzel?
Yeah.
I didn't get to try the pretzel.
I ate the pretzel.
And then I had creme brulee, which was also really good. But for the first of the year, I'm trying to be better. I mean, lately my stress has been going through the roof, and so I got this goodbye stress gummies. I don't know the science behind how they work, but it's got GABA, L-theanine, and lemon balm. So, Ollie, sponsor us. Anyways, she also got a women's multivitamin.
Yeah. I don't even know what age you're supposed to start taking women's things.
There's an age limit for
I
vitamins?
don't know if you're supposed to be taking teens or women's whenever you're 18. I don't know. So I just got women's.
I feel like they would count adult at 16 because physiologically speaking, your body is almost finished developing at 16. So physiologically, you're an adult at 16.
Well, half the people I asked are go for the women's, or the other half is get the teens because you're technically not.
I don't know.
So I don't know.
Your brain stops developing at 25 or 26.
Yeah, so hopefully it doesn't kill me. I'm sure it won't. It's just vitamins.
It's vitamins. I mean, this thing's got vitamins A, C, D, E, B, biotin, and folic acid. I couldn't see how this would hurt.
No. Unless it would just give too many vitamins for someone small.
I don't know. I don't see it being an issue that you're taking them. I mean, so yeah, we're well on our way. I'm now cutting out fried foods out of my life. I'm not turning vegan or anything like that. I don't like the grease as much. I do like the grease. That's the problem, is I like greasy foods too much.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I could eat a deep fried burger. Oh.
Mozzarella sticks. Which I guess
Mozzarella sticks.
I guess you could air fry those. But
Nope, because they're deep fried originally.
yeah. If you make them homemade, though. That's possible. I've seen people do it on TikTok.
Sounds like a lot of work. But I mean, I guess you could. You could air
Just stick
fry
a
it.
cheese stick in like breadcrumbs.
Right now, I'm really feeling good with. I made a sherbet earlier, a homemade sherbet in a like cooking bullet. It's like a blending bullet.
What kind?
Huh?
What kind is it? The Ninja Bullet or?
I don't remember
I
what
can't
the
remember,
brand
but I have
is.
the same exact one that I got last year.
And I made a sherbet in it, trying to make a smoothie, but I put too many ice cubes in it and it became sherbet and it was really good. I put oranges and pineapple in it and it tasted almost like a dreamsicle. Like it was really good.
And vanilla.
No, yeah, it was vanilla Greek yogurt as well to kind of thicken it up.
Yeah.
But
It's good.
I'm thinking about making another one, honestly. Like that was good. And it was healthy too. That's the incredible part. I mean, it was fruits and Greek yogurt, which is, I mean, dairy.
Yeah.
Greek yogurt is very, very healthy for you, and water. So that was a super, super healthy drink that was really sweet for dinner. I whipped it up in like a minute and a half, 2 minutes tops, and that was just the added of cutting up the orange. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that more often. I'm gonna make like cherry stuff. I'm gonna make all kinds of good stuff like that. That's gonna be good.
Yeah. If you use the frozen berries, you don't need ice cubes because the frozen berries.
Right, and I don't know how often I'll use frozen, how often I'll use fresh. I don't know.
Just go to Walmart and pick out.
Grab
That's
stuff
all
as
we
I
have
need it.
around us, but is a Walmart. At all
Yeah,
times.
we live about an hour from anything important, so we have Walmart and then we have an Aldi's. Aldi's might be a better place to get that kind of stuff.
It could be. We could always get one.
But like I could make an apple cinnamon smoothie. I mean, there are so many options, and I like to cook. It's a quick thing to whip up, and I'm really good at coming up with ideas on the fly. So
Yeah.
that'll be a lot of fun. We're taking these steps together almost as a team. I think that's why this works for the Lovers Quarrel podcast.
Yeah.
We're being healthier as a team.
Is it? After we graduated in May, I kind of dived into my fitness life.
She did.
I started working out. With my cousin, she kind of showed me the ropes of what to lift, how to lift it, how to do this, and that. So, even when I went to college, I kind of kept up with that with a friend. Then I got a membership because I felt like campus gym was just not doing it for me. I was too scared to go in the weight room because of all the big beefy guys.
And I don't work out in gyms. I don't work out at all. I have a watch that tracks me. I do VR stuff. So I've almost hit my step goal for the day. I'm probably going to head back to the VR headset for a few minutes. And finish off my steps. Do something active to wear down for the night.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good synopsis of what we've done for about the past year. And
So, I want to talk how I recently got into Harry Potter.
sure, I mean,
With
we
the
can talk
new
about
one
whatever we
coming
want
out,
to
we
get.
haven't watched it.
talk
I kind of
about.
want to see.
Lexi did not used to like fantasy or movies at all. She could not sit down for a movie. When we started dating, we went and watched Endgame together. And that was disappointing because she could barely sit still for it.
The first one we ever watched, and I had no idea what it was. It was Marvel.
It was Endgame.
No, it was Captain Marvel.
Oh, Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did go watch Captain Marvel together.
I
That
was
was
like, wait.
disappointing on its own level.
And I was like, wait, this is kind of good.
That was a
And
bad one to
so
start her off on.
We
but
started watching the different one. There's Vader.
Yep. There's the cat. I'm gonna go up the door.
Just
Show
gonna
me outside.
open the entire.
Alright, cut. We'll start the entire thing over again. I'm kidding. No, that was a bad one to start you off on because it was just not the greatest movie. And it's not because I don't like the character. It's not because I don't like Brie Larson or anything. I don't see why most people hate on it for those reasons. It was a meh movie for me.
Yeah. So we started watching all the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
And, the only one I haven't watched yet is Infinity War.
No, you haven't seen Shang-Chi either.
And that one.
Or Black Widow.
Yeah.
Or some of the Spider-Mans.
I've watched two of the Spider-Mans.
Yeah, because you saw No Way Home with me. Insane movie.
So 3 of them, I think.
Phaedra wants to be a part of the podcast.
Come here.
Hey, Phaedra. Yoo-hoo! Big summer blowout. My nephew loves the movie Frozen. He's turning 1, and he can sit through Frozen 1 and 2 for 4 hours, and I kid you not, does nothing but sits there and stares at the TV.
And
it's
laughs
insane.
at the most.
Yeah, he laughs at the scene where Elsa gets locked in prison. He always laughs at it. I don't get it.
That's his crush. He likes blonde
Yeah,
girls.
he does like Elsa. He has a thing for her already.
That's why his birthday party was Frozen.
He had a Frozen themed Elsa birthday party. They made a cheese wheel out of Olaf. It was cute. What are you doing, dude?
A snowflake out of cupcakes. We had little slider sandwiches, and it had a card that said we finish each other's sandwiches.
We finish each other's sandwiches. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was a good party. Yeah, my sister really outdid herself for that. Other than that, I mean, sheesh.
Yeah.
But yeah, she started watching Harry Potter. That's what we were talking about.
Harry Potter.
I told her, because she wasn't a big fan of Marvel, like, she liked it, but, like, didn't like it. I told her I think she really would like Harry Potter, and if she did get into it, my sister is also a big Potter fan, and they would have a lot to talk about. I like Harry Potter, so we would have a lot to talk about. So we sat down, we watched the first movie, and she was hooked on it. She thought it was like one of the coolest things, because it's one of those fantasy realms that still aligns with our world, but doesn't.
Yes.
And she has trouble watching things that are so far out there that there's nothing to relate it to, so she can't watch Star Wars. I mean, she has trouble if she can't relate something to it, which we're working on.
I watched all the Star Wars, and I could not tell you what happened in that movie at all.
Maybe we need to watch them again now that you're a bit better acclimated to movies. Because I think they're decent.
So now I'm trying to read the Harry Potter books.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only like 50 pages in, and I've had this book since September.
The first book, Philosopher's Stone.
Yes. So that's one of my New Year's resolutions, is to read a chapter a day. So we're working on that.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna probably cry a few times in the book, because there's a lot in the book that's really sad that's not in the movies.
Yeah.
So. I recently saw something, actually. You know that end credit scene in Deathly Hallows Part 2 where they're sending their kids off to Hogwarts?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that the directors originally almost put it so that Dudley was there too, because his kid grew up magical?
Huh, I did not know that.
They almost did it so that Dudley would have a magical kid, but they changed their minds and said that Vernon was, like, so bad that his bloodline could never have a magic person in it. And that's why, Dudley didn't have magic, and so.
Yeah, because.
But I thought it would have been really nice if Dudley showed up in the end credit scene with them and had a magical kid as well. Because they deleted a lot of scenes where Harry reconciled with the Dursleys in the movie, which is sad.
Yeah. So I can't wait to read that and figure out, because right now I'm to the part where they go to Diagon Alley. I'm not going to spoil the movie for people. But
If somebody hasn't seen the Harry Potter movie at this point,
Yeah,
like,
so-
come on.
that's the chapter I'm getting ready to read, is Diagon Alley.
Which I recently realized is just diagonally. Diagonally. Diagonally.
Yeah.
And then there's Nocturne Alley, which is nocturnally, because it's the dark alley. I don't know. I thought that was stupid. And there was another one, a castle in it is named something stupid like that. There's a few other things where it's just, if you flip the words or something like that, it's something really common, and you're like, oh, that's where they got the idea for it, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Pretty into that.
Hmm?
Said yeah, so I've been pretty into that.
I was gonna say, you can't mumble.
I am a Ravenclaw.
You're a Ravenclaw. I grew up a Ravenclaw. I recently took the test again, and I came out as Slytherin this time, which I understand. I understand it making me a Slytherin. I have a drive for power. I want to be, powerful and rich. That's the dream.
Yeah.
So, I dream big. That's what I do.
Yeah. What now?
What now, indeed. Honestly, I think that's a good segue for the end of the video.
Think so?
I think this is a good segue. I'm not doing a lot of editing on this. This is going to be a very unedited video, just so you guys know.
Raw content?
Oh, it's raw content. Raw as you can get. Just
No. Vader.
what do you want?
You'll get a lot of Vader. I'm sure.
He cries a lot, yeah. And he likes to be in the spotlight. Just like Dad, right, Vader? Yeah!
Yeah. He's our baby.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get to watch me close the door.
Stops dealing
Oh,
with that
that
kind of stuff a
fun
lot,
stuff.
yeah.
So.
Alrighty, so if you guys like this quick, it was about 40 minutes. If you guys like this quick little podcast, like the video, subscribe if you're not already, because we're going to try to do this every week, as long as this one, gets some love.
Well, we'll need to keep going. We'll push through. Do it a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Create traction, and then if it goes well, we'll create different accounts on different platforms to connect.
Yeah, so future of this podcast, like I said, I want to try to upload these every Monday, Tuesday if it uploads slow. We'll have guest stars. We might start doing them on a different night, and she will be virtual. So we do it over Discord or something simple like that. And we do a virtual meeting together where we can both have our own camera.
I have to buy a camera first.
She has to buy a camera first for that.
Yikes.
And we'll have guest stars. We have a friend, Dylan Jackson, and we will have guest stars around and have other people talk. And I want this series to grow. I want this to become something popular. So
Yeah.
please, please, please like it if you guys enjoyed this, or if you think there's a couple that would enjoy listening to another couple asking questions to somebody who maybe they don't know personally, and that makes things easier, because it definitely makes things easier to be able to talk to a couple that you don't personally know. Send them our way. I mean, share the video, send it to them. If you have a friend who you think might be going through some stuff, send them this video. I mean, we'll help out more than just couples.
Literally anything. Just
Yeah.
ask. Or if you want us to talk about anything.
World events.
World events, movies.
Betty White dying.
Yeah. So.
She took, I think she took 2021 to the ground. I think that's what she was doing. She was fighting Satan himself, and she took him back to hell with her. What?
Nothing.
No?
So.
I think she's a hero. That's what she did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
for sure. So yeah, send people our way. Like, share it, subscribe. You know the biz. comment down below some conversations that you'd like us to have, some questions you'd like answered. We'll start getting some specialized questions. If you're not in the Discord, I'll probably ask some questions there to be answered, things like that. So
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Oh, I thought I was gonna have to prompt you to say it with me.
No.
All right, 3, 2, 1, bye.